Welcome everyone to the Avengenerds podcast, where we talk Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and more. I'm your host Torrin. With me is our co-host Peyton.
Yo,
we have a great show for everyone this week. We'll be talking about Batman movies. We're making them today, and the news of the week. There'll be time codes in the description or the show notes if you want to jump around. And with that, here's Peyton with the news.
All right, there is not a lot of news, so let's just get right into it. This is according to One Take News. Tamara Morrison will reportedly star as Captain Rex in Ahsoka. So this is great news for everyone.
It is great news for everyone indeed, and it is a pretty good place for Tamara Morrison. Having his thoughts on the Book of Boba Fett in the end, the
everyone's thoughts on the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a great thing coming out for everyone, like you said. So glad he's back.
Yeah, Ahsoka looks good. Obviously, it's not Boba Fett. I mean, he is, but he isn't. Rex is a clone, and it actually gives Tamara Morrison a chance to be a clone that's actually a character, not just a random ass clone. So it'll be super cool to see. But this is according to My Time to Shine. It has been corroborated by other scoopers, but there's a few other scoopers that are like, I don't know about this. So take it with a big fat grain of salt. But the rumored Fantastic Four cast is Adam Driver as Reed Richards, which was rumored already, Margot Robbie as Sue Storm, which is also rumored, but not as heavily rumored as Adam Driver, Paul Mescal as Johnny Storm, and Daveed Diggs as Ben Grimm. Okay, so Adam Driver, the more I hear it, the more I don't hate it. I mean, I didn't hate it to begin with, but I'm kind of on board with it.
Yeah, I'm one of the I wasn't. I guess for me, it's just a little bit questionable casting, but it all really depends on how Reed is written.
Yeah.
So like I said, I don't really hate it right now, but there are definitely better choices. But we'll see.
Margot Robbie as Sue Storm sounds incredible. Obviously, she's just a phenomenal actress. So. Yeah, no complaints there. Paul Mescal as Johnny Storm. I'm unfamiliar with this guy, but
he did great in After Sun from what I heard. But I'll check that out. But
looking at him, people are mad because he doesn't look the part. But he's a white guy. He looks the part. Daveed Diggs is Ben Grimm. Daveed Diggs is Jewish, so that's check mark for a lot of people. To be honest with you, I don't think I've seen Daveed Diggs in anything, even though he's a very popular actor that's been in things. I don't think I've seen him in anything, but I like him.
I gotta look at his filmography.
He's in Hamilton. He was just in The Little Mermaid as whatever his name is.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That's something different.
The crab.
He was in Soul.
He was in Soul.
I haven't seen that.
Well, I've seen Soul. I don't know who was in Soul. Let's look. Paul. That tells me a lot.
He was in Zootopia. He was a writer and performer for that. He was a Velvet Buzzsaw. He was in DC League of Super Pets.
Haven't seen that.
As Cyborg. It's a pretty fun movie. He was in BoJack Horseman.
He was?
Yeah, he voiced
phenomenal show.
He voiced some person named Cooper Thomas Rogers Wallace Sr. He was in Bob's Burgers. He played someone on Star Wars Resistance. Feel bad for him. Star Trek Prodigy, haven't seen it. Oh, he was in Visions.
Okay, so I've seen him in stuff, but nothing major.
Yeah.
But the stuff that I've seen him in interviews and stuff. Obviously, his biggest thing is Hamilton. He's a good actor for Ben Grimm. I mean, I'm open to it. I don't really have any idea of or any purist idea of what Ben Grimm should be. I'm just kind of whoever. I don't care, to be honest. But I'm down for this cast. I think it's a really solid cast.
Yeah, for sure. You want to know what's funny? So I was on TikTok, and someone I follow was told that Margot Robbie looks like Alex Ross's Sue Storm.
Alex Ross is really?
Alex Ross. And I was like, interesting.
I heard someone say that he bases like all of his female characters off his wife.
That is equally wholesome yet strange. So
the first image that shows up actually kind of looks like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, for Alex Ross's Sue Storm?
Yeah.
Could have been his first wife. I don't know. I'm kidding.
But I can kind of see how people get like a Margot Robbie vibe from that. Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, it's a solid cast for sure.
Yeah. We'll see if it's accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Probably see in, I don't know, Comic-Con or something, unless the trades pick it up. But next piece of news, we got the Spider-Man 2 gameplay reveal, baby. PlayStation Showcase.
That game looks fucking incredible.
It looks so good. When the gameplay first started, actually, I think the video I sent you, did that have the Kraven bit?
Well, yeah, it had the Kraven bit, yeah.
Okay, it did. Okay, well, when it first started, because it was like right at the end of the PlayStation Showcase, and when it started, it was like, it didn't start on Kraven, because I mean, you saw it. It started on the little guy, and I was like, oh no, what the fuck is this? This isn't Spider-Man. What the fuck are you doing, PlayStation? But then I saw sort of like the leopard print sleeves, and I was like, wait, is it Kraven? And then he said Sergey, and I was like, oh, thank God. So it's fucking Spider-Man. Okay, we're good. And then Kraven was there, and he kills the guy, and it like fades to black, and I was like, no. That's it. It's just a tease. Whoa. And then it was like 6 months later. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, play with my heart. And then boom, we get that freaking symbiote suit reveal. Holy shit, man. It looks gorgeous. It looks so good. It's so slimy in a good way.
It just, dude, like it's like I can't even like begin to explain what that gameplay trailer did for me. Like, dude, it felt so like it definitely just looks like better in terms of like, you know, combat. Of course, the swinging is just incredible. The overall like dynamic of the gameplay just looks amazing. I have to cop a PS5 now. Like,
you gotta cop everything.
I gotta cop everything. Dude, I gotta cop. Dude, no, for real. June's gonna like eat my wallet dry.
Your wallet's screaming for help.
Dude, my wallet is screaming for help.
I just realized that MK1's probably gonna be next gen exclusive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I gotta get this shit now.
You gotta get it before September.
Yep.
Good luck. You'll be fine. You'll get it. Both of them, probably. And the rumored release for Spider-Man, which apparently we might be getting the release date relatively soon. The rumored release date is also in September. So PS5 and Xbox in September. But yeah, the gameplay, the suit looks slimy in the best way. The design looks great. The only gripe I have with it is that it has like the shoulder things. I don't know how I feel about that. But it'll be fine. The freaking combat, specifically for the symbiote suit, looks so good. I mean, everything about the combat looks great and improved. The animations are incredible. He's more brutal, which awesome as he should be. And Yuri Lowenthal is in Sasuke mode. Bro is going crazy.
He's in Sasuke mode.
When he did like the fucking Liu Kang bicycle kick shit, I was like, holy shit, man. Bro's not playing around.
And like I remember like I remember like with the tendrils, he like picked somebody up and like just freaking just slammed the shit out of him. It sounded like something broke inside that man. He's definitely killing people.
And so Peter's like hunting the lizard, and then we get the reveal that you can switch to Miles. That's during like a gameplay sequence, but presumably they put that in there because like you can switch to Miles on the fly. My thing is, if you could switch to Miles on the fly, okay, cool, that's awesome. But like when the game is done and you're done with the story, presumably you'd get rid of the symbiote during the story. But I wouldn't want to lose any aspect of the symbiote gameplay after I complete the story.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to have the option to like keep the symbiote but like
Yeah,
also make it clear that like canon within the story he doesn't have the symbiote.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, you know how like in the first Spider-Man game where like each suit has like its own like, you know, combat and like abilities. I think that's what they're gonna do like with the costume. They're gonna make it like a costume and like you have like its own combat and its own abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's like secondly, like there's no doubt in my mind that we're gonna get like, because obviously suits are such a big part of this game. There's definitely going to be different variants on symbiote suits. So my thing definitely is so like obviously we see in the trailer he jumps out of the thing and he has the symbiote suit on. I wonder, number one, if that's the first time we get the symbiote suit. If so, fine. But like, let's say it's not. Are we not going to be able to choose a symbiote suit during those moments? Because then it'd have to like animate the symbiote going onto it, but in like, let's say like Raimi's Spider-Man 3 suit. How's that gonna work? I don't know. I'm not. It's a question. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I really do hope there's like so many different variations of the symbiote suit, because you know there's like, you know, one from like Secret Wars in 1984, and like, you know, you got of course you got the Raimi suit, and then you got of course now this Spider-Man 2 suit. So I want to know how that's gonna work.
It looks squishy.
It looks so good. And like, I don't know if you saw that tweet, but like how at the beginning of the trailer, his eyes are normal, and like the symbiote was like slowly turning him into like Venom. Yeah, the eyes were changing. That was so cool. Such a nice detail.
So yeah, we could switch to Miles, and then and then like back to back, we get confirmations of things. Like my biggest hopes as far as gameplay goes for this game, we can freaking slingshot ourselves. Yes. and also the web slinging is faster, which is incredible. It looks,
and you can glide.
You have web wings now. Amazing. I wonder if it's going to be, again, I wonder if that's going to be suit specific, like it's a specific power for specific suits, or it'll just like retrofit wings onto all the suits. I don't know. But man, it looks so good. Like, as good as the gameplay was, I wish we got a little bit more swinging gameplay, but it is what it is. We also got stealth gameplay with Miles, and there's the web zip feature, so you can just thwip a web onto a wall and you can use it as a zip line, or not a zip line, a tightrope essentially, which was supposed to be in the 2018 game, but I think they either had to do it, either had to cut it for time, or maybe it was too buggy at the time. I don't know. But it's cool that it's in the game now. It's going to make stealth a whole lot easier. Just being able to basically go wherever. You can stealth you can stealth knock out 2 people at a time now, which is great. And Miles's combat? Holy shit.
The combat looks amazing.
He Kamehameha the dude. Like,
he did the fucking Hadouken slam.
Yeah. And then he did a Hadouken slam, bro. Fucking Spider-Man 2099 him. You see those comparisons?
I know, right? Yeah, I saw that, dude.
Hilarious. But yeah, the lightning's blue now. Well, he said the one of the goons said new powers, so I wonder if it's going to be like both, or it's only going to be this blue lightning now. I don't know, but it looks incredible, man. And then of course, like I think the biggest, because obviously we've gotten Miles Morales and Spider-Man remastered now for PS5. Graphically, it looks similar to that, but the biggest thing is the lighting in this game. It looks gorgeous, especially in that part where Miles is going through that little passageway with all like the dangling wires and shit. Looks incredible. I forgot to mention that the map is expanded, so I think we're at least going to be getting Queens and Brooklyn, so that's great. We're finding the lizard in this gameplay. Genki is part of our little squad now. He is following us in a little vulture drone, so that's cool. But again, yeah, the symbiote looks so good, and then the whole gameplay, the whole sequence, man, where they have to like chase the lizard and shit, and it looks I need this game yesterday. Like, Everything about it looks so good.
I literally cannot wait for it, dude. But even them, like, also just like the little pop-ups like on the screen, like when Craven's looking at like New York, we saw like Black Cat, Wraith. Oh my god, I think Wraith is gonna be so cool.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the gameplay. It just looks like more of the same in the best way, and obviously added. A lot of people are complaining it looks like a $70 DLC. It's almost like it's a sequel, bro. Like you expect like this, like for it to look drastically different. But yeah, it looks.
Yeah, people are
phenomenal.
People are complaining. They're gonna buy it regardless. I don't understand.
They reiterated in the gameplay that Harry's dying. Obviously, we saw in the first game. Spoilers for a game that's like 5 years old. Harry is dying. He's in that little like tube with the symbiote in it. So
and that's why they need Dr. Connors to help out Harry.
Yeah. So I'm really curious. There's a rumor going around that like Venom is actually Peter. I don't know how true that is, but that'd be insane because it's kind of an inevitability that we're definitely going to be fighting Peter as Miles. And that's going to be nuts. Like, I don't know, man. This shit's going to be fucking crazy. But yeah, super excited for that. It's supposed to be coming this year. They said fall 2023. Hopefully, I'm praying, knocking on wood, no delays. But you never know in today's video game climate. But yeah, that is the news of the week, which means it's time to move on to our topic, which is ranking the Batman movies. Now, considering Torn hasn't seen any Batman movies, basically, our lists are going to be a bit different as far as what movies are on here. We're going to go bottom to top, worst to best, and I'll start with what is clearly the worst, the worst Batman movie of all time, Batman and Robin. 1997's Batman and Robin. It's so wild to me that it was 1997 because like that's so recent, and yet the movie looks so dated. It's like what 7 8 like 8 years after Batman and Robin we get Batman Begins, and it's like a night and day difference. But yeah, Batman and Robin is fucking atrocious.
It's so bad.
Everything about, I can't think of one positive, to be honest. It's really bad. The only thing it really has going for it is that it's not even like so bad it's good, but it is bad enough that it is entertaining at times, but it's not great. Schwarzenegger is horrible. Yeah, everything about this shit is bad. Although Bane looks accurate, so that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, Bane was the most accurate like thing about that movie, but overall, it is severely forgettable. I don't even want to talk about it.
Or you go then.
I'm gonna start off with an honorable mention, and then a number 10 spot. Honorable mention is Mask of the Phantasm. I put it as an honorable mention because it's on my list. I will watch it eventually, but I understand the impact and overall the respect it has as a Batman movie and as a movie in general. That's why I put it as an honorable mention.
Crazy.
And a number 10 spot is Batman Forever. Another extremely forgettable Batman movie. The only thing that keeps it up is Val Kilmer. Great Batman voice. Like I honestly think that like that's just one of the highlights of it. Jim Carrey's Riddler was okay. I think it could have been a little bit better. The CG in that movie was god awful. That is like some of the worst.
It was pretty bad.
It is like super fucking horrible.
It was like 95, and that was sort of the era where everyone was like, we could just CGI it, right?
Yeah, and no, it can't even happen. It's also funny because like 4 years later we have Spawn 99. That's some of the worst CGI ever created. So that the 90s CGI
makes
is
Batman
like
Forever look good.
Batman Forever looked fine because it's fake, but it's still god awful nonetheless.
Ironically, Batman and Robin being 2 years later, it looks worse, or it looks like it looks more dated than Batman Forever.
Mm-hmm. But even then, like the only reason why Batman Forever is like in a top 10 spot is because of Val Kilmer alone. I don't know, I love Val Kilmer as an actor. He's great. His Batman voice is just incredible as well. So yeah, that's why it's top 10, or it's in a 10 spot.
You want me to rapid fire like a few of them so I can just catch up to you?
Yes, you can do that.
All right, my next one after Batman and Robin is Batman v Superman.
Okay, yeah.
This shit's ass. This shit's so ass. If it was here, he'd be upset. But I don't like. To be honest, the only Batman movie I think is like truly like atrocious is Batman and Robin. Everything after this is just I either think is like okay and up. So it's only up from here. But Batman v Superman, it's just not good, is it? It's boring, colorless, which is Zack Snyder's whole thing, which is whatever, I guess. I'm not a fan of Zack Snyder's style. I think the story is trash. I would make a Martha joke, but who hasn't at this point? I'm not huge on Ben Affleck. It's not really his fault, though. It's not Ben Affleck's fault. It's just the characterization of his Batman, which pains me. Henry Cavill is phenomenal, but again, characterization is cheeks. But again, it's to the point. It's like I give BVS a 6, which is above average, but it's not like I don't have fun with it. But it's still one of those things. It's like when I do watch BVS, I still have a good time because it's like I'm still watching Batman and Superman on screen together for like the first time ever, and I'm like, this is I'm still enjoying myself, even though it's bad. But yeah, then I have Dark Knight Rises. If you want to hear me just rant about Dark Knight Rises, you can go to our fucking Dark Knight trilogy discussion that's on the podcast. This movie, obviously it's well made, being a Nolan movie, but fuck, man. The best part about this movie is Bane. Sort of like in Batman style, the most interesting things are the villains. But Catwoman's just uninteresting, even though I like Anne Hathaway in the role. The whole Talia al Ghul thing was just whatever. The fights were horrible.
The combat is so fucking trash in that movie, dude. I'm so sorry.
Bad. I don't know how it got worse. How does it get worse?
And also, like, Batman, like, for being grounded as it is, like, Batman has like the most like plot armor in this fucking movie.
It's insane.
Bro gets his fucking back broken and then walks like 2 weeks later. That shit is so unrealistic.
It's wild. And I freaked out about it. And I think it's still valid. The whole like he flies the bomb away. It shows him in the fucking bat plane, and I don't know, he doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not very good, unfortunately. But again, well made. It is fun. It's still fun to like seeing these characters or whatever, but unfortunately, not very good.
Oh, and also, fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character being named Robin is so fucking horrible, dude.
Oh my god!
It's like it's so bad, dude.
You could have just named him Dick Grayson. Just name him Dick Grayson. It's right there. You don't even if it, like there's some higher up that was probably like, well, we don't like the name Dick. It could be offensive. Then you can call him Richard.
Or could have been named like fucking. Could have been like Tim Drake or something.
True,
I don't know.
Tim Drake, Jason. Literally any Robin. You could have called him Richard Grayson. Literally anything, other than whatever the fuck his name was. I can't even remember.
Like, I can't remember his name, but like, yeah, when he got his file,
I found it. Sorry, it's John Blake. What the most basic name known to man?
Well, you said John Blake.
Blake.
Oh, John Blake. Oh my god, most NPC name ever.
Literally.
And then yeah, when he gets a file and he named himself Robin. His name is Robin, bro. Like,
so fucking stupid.
Dude.
And then it's implied that he takes on the role of Batman, which is fine. But
I mean, it's fine. It could have been done like in a different way. But yeah, Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah,
go on with your next one.
Yeah, my next one is Batman Forever. It's better than The Dark Knight Rises. It just is. It's better than BVS. I had a lot of fun with this movie, man. I really did. Val Kilmer, like you said, super underrated Batman. Like, bat nipples, get it away. Otherwise, that suit in the beginning of the movie, pretty good. And again, his bat voice, very good. Again, or not again, I didn't say it, although we did say it back when we did that video or podcast. Probably the best bat voice we've gotten in live action. Which is fucking nuts. The fucking Val Kilmer, his Bruce Wayne, not the best Bruce Wayne, but still a solid Bruce Wayne, man. Jon Favreau's in this randomly, so bonus points. Jim Carrey, I really liked Jim Carrey, but I'm also just a big fan of Jim Carrey, so I'm biased there. Tommy Lee Jones is doing his best Jack Nicholson Joker impression, which is whatever, I guess. The movie just really starts falling apart in its third act when it becomes more Schumacher-y, which sucks because if it just kept going the way it was going in the beginning of the film, I think it would have been a genuinely really, really good Batman movie. Like, the way it starts off, it's like an episode of the animated series. Like, it's fucking crazy. The CGI is whatever. But I don't know, man. I think it's a pretty solid film. I think the worst part of this movie is honestly Nicole Kidman, because she's like weird. She's so weird and creepy in this. She's like trying her best to like hook up with Bruce Wayne and Batman, but it's mostly Batman because she's a fucking freak. Weird as fuck.
Crazy.
But yeah, super underrated Batman movie in my opinion. People need to give it a chance. And then next up is Lego Batman. For a lot of people, this is their favorite Batman movie, and I just don't get it. I didn't think it was particularly funny. This is a hot take. I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's the Lego Batman movie.
You don't like the Lego Batman movie?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's good. It's well made, obviously. It's well cast. There is solid jokes in there, but like one of people's favorite thing is like the whole thing with like the Joker and how he's like, he doesn't like care about him, or I don't know, that whole bit. I didn't give a fuck about that. The funniest stuff was when he's just alone with Alfred in Wayne Manor. like when Alfred I forgot if he turns on the light or pulls back the blinds and he like hisses and shit. Like, all that's funny. I like Robin in this. Who's that? Michael Cera. He's great as Robin in this. And then it like really, really falls apart in the third act, in my opinion, where it's just like, let's just throw a bunch of Warner Brothers shit in the final act. Like, Sauron's in it. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know, because I adore the Lego movie. The Lego movie is fucking incredible, but this just did not hit the mark for me that it did for a lot of people. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I got to it late. I don't know. Not for me. Didn't like it.
Number 9, The Dark Knight Returns. This movie, and I'll keep in mind, I don't think it's a bad movie. All my top 10s are like.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's that low.
You're surprised it's that low?
Yeah, I'm not in love with it, but I think it's still pretty freaking solid.
It ain't. It's only lower because there's other better Batman movies.
Sure.
And so
we'll get to it, I guess.
Oh my god! I had to move my leg up. Sorry. But the reason why I like Batman Returns so much, I really do love the character design and overall the story of it.
Dark Knight Returns.
Yes, the Dark Knight Returns. Yeah.
You said Batman Returns.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
That's my fault. Sorry. Well, Batman, Dark Knight, Alias, whatever.
I mean, there's another movie called Batman Returns.
No, it doesn't exist to me.
Oh,
sorry. No, but it's funny because like I actually have like the book written by Frank Miller. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I remember watching the movie like a couple years ago, and the first part was like holy shit, like this is actually pretty solid, you know. Because I actually like also like love the dystopian stuff with Gotham, and how like, oh yeah, Batman takes a break after like Jason Todd dies, and you had the mutants and everything, and then he comes back with like Gordon and shit like that. So overall, like it was a kind of like a, how would I describe it? Kind of like it's more of like a comfort movie for me at that time. And it still is now, but I haven't gotten to it now, so I can't really remember too much of it. But it's probably why it's number 9 right now.
Okay, that's fair. I can't like the Joker is fine in it. I like what they did with the Joker bit. I think it's good. I don't know if I love the voice though.
You don't like the voice of Joker?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan.
I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah, it's like when like Frank Miller and his whole thing and his shtick and his shit with Batman. I don't know. It kind of sours.
Yeah, let me see. This is like always have to be so complicated. Oh yeah, because the voice of Joker was someone completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Michael Emerson. Probably why. Don't really hear too much about him like that, but yeah, it's funny because like Will has like his thoughts of Batman by Frank Miller. Frank Miller's Batman, he's a fascist or whatever, and it's that's funny. And I like how Superman's like involved because he's part of like the White House and shit. I
thought the Superman stuff was great.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But overall, yeah, like I'll have to watch it again and also like read the book to see if there's anything different. But overall, yeah, like when I watched it at the time, it was actually it was really good to me. I don't have a number 8 because we talked about The Dark Knight Rises, and that was my number 8.
Wow. My next one is Batman Returns. The Dark Knight Returns, Batman Returns, with Michael Keaton. Biggest problem with this movie is that it's not a fucking Batman movie. There's barely any Batman in this fucking Batman movie. It's called Batman Returns, but he doesn't return. It's just this thing. It's fine. It's a decent movie. My biggest hot take with this movie is that the fucking Batman suit is not better than the 89 suit. It's just not. I don't know what people like about the stupid mechanical abs versus like the rubber ones. I think it's so much worse, but that's my hot take. Danny DeVito is great. What a great choice for the Penguin. He's gross, and it's Tim Burton, so it checks out. Catwoman is great. Michelle Pfeiffer fucking nails it. I don't have any issues with all the Catwoman stuff. Although the whole thing where she falls off a building and a bunch of cats surround her, and all of a sudden she's a cat. I guess that's weird, but I don't know. It's Tim Burton. What do you expect?
I hate it. I don't like it.
That's fine. But yeah, the rest of the movie, it's just not. There's not enough Batman. There's probably too much Penguin, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Penguin dominates that movie by a lot.
Really the movie should be about Batman and Catwoman's relationship, and then the Penguin should be like the fucking villain. But it's whatever. It's fine. I don't have a ton to say about it. Other than that, it's okay. But I also think it's a significant step down from Batman 89, which I also think it might be a hot take. I think people like Returns more than 89, or maybe people think it's on par. I don't know. But I guess I'll move on to my next one since you said you don't have a number 8. My next one is Batman Under the Red Hood.
Okay.
Because at this point, it's like we're in great territory now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Under the Red Hood is oh my god, Under the Red Hood is one of the best animated Batman movies. Period. And
I don't know about that one.
Calm down. Just shut up. It is one of the better Batman movies. Also, I think this is like my 7th one, and it's just like if it weren't for a couple of things, it would be higher. But Under the Red Hood is fucking phenomenal. We were talking about it a little bit before we started recording, but John DiMaggio as the Joker, super underrated, ridiculously underrated. Jensen Ackles as Jason Todd in Red Hood, fantastic. It's such an incredible movie and just a great adaptation of the comics, and illustrates Batman's character, in my opinion, so fucking perfectly. It's so good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Under the Red Hood. Yeah,
you can go on, because that was my
oh good
next one.
Good. So, okay, just breeze it along. Yeah. So my next one is Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. This is one of my favorite Batman movies. Period. It's so am I biased because of Mark Hamill? Probably. But it's Batman Beyond is a great series on its own. And the movie is so fucking good, because obviously Return of the Joker, because it's still in the Batman the animated series continuity. So Joker, I'll spoil it. It was fucking this movie from 2000. It's fucking 23 years old. Joker dies in some point in the Batman the animated series timeline, where Tim Drake is Robin, and Joker, he dies because Tim Drake kills him after Joker kidnaps Tim Drake. That whole fucking sequence is some of the best Batman, period. Like, it's so dark. I'm like, this is a fucking kids movie, Jesus Christ. And it's weird and it's creepy, and you know, Joker and Harley Quinn are like, we're gonna be parents or whatever, and he's gonna make like a mini me of the Joker using Tim Drake. It's fucked. But then you go to the future or whatever, and Joker's return, and it's a whole thing, and essentially Joker's like brainwashed Tim Drake to like morph himself into him. It's fucking crazy, and it's great. And of course, you know, Kevin Conroy, Will Friedle, and the fucking Mark Hamill. In my opinion, as far as like the animated Batman the animated series timeline, one of Mark Hamill's best performances. Oh, especially in the fucking flashback scene. I can't get over that shit. It's so good. But yeah, Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker is easily up there.
I understand. I can understand that. My next one is Batman Begins. Probably it's definitely one of the better ones in the Dark Knight trilogy. You know, and before the Batman came out, it had one of the best, like, you know, live action versions of Gotham, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And like overall, I love the incorporation of, you know, Ra's al Ghul, even though he was whitewashed by Liam Neeson. But still, like, it's still a pretty good, like, Batman origin story, and like we talked about it like before, but like a movie that was released in 2005, that's ahead of its time. Like it
way
is
ahead of its time.
It's crazy,
insane.
And also love the overall, like, the villain being Scarecrow. It was something that was, you know, like, very different, and how Cillian Murphy killed that role, dude. Fucking killed it. And so, yeah, you know, with Batman Begins, like, that's like when I was a kid, that was like my Revenge of the Sith, you know, for like Batman. Like, I played that movie so much, it never got old to me. But like, I put it lower on my list because, you know, like I said, there's better Batman movies, and like overall, like, while it's still ahead of its time for it being 2005, I am just, there's some of the things I don't really care for or don't really like as much. One of them being, you know, Ra's al Ghul. You know, he's fine. Could have been done way better. And overall, like, Batman's voice, that haunts me.
It's the best one of the trilogy too, which is painful.
Yeah, it's crazy. But overall, like, I think like what saves Batman Begins is, like I said, how Gotham is portrayed, how Scarecrow is portrayed, and overall, like, I actually like the romance or the relationship of him and Rachel in this movie. I think Katie Holmes is better than Maggie Gyllenhaal, in my opinion. I just think that she's a way better. Way better Rachel. Other than that, Batman Begins, it's pretty solid.
I didn't even know she was recast the first time I saw The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I don't remember that either until like I was like, Rachel's face is kind of longer in this one. It's kind of crazy.
Something about the actress is different. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I know. Her voice is different. Like, something's kind of off about her. And then I rewatch and I'm like, wow, like...
That's a different human being.
Yeah, I know exactly.
But my next one is also Batman Begins. Christian Bale, obviously, such a no-brainer choice. After American Psycho, especially, like, it's Bruce Wayne. Come on. But yeah, his Batman, I don't know. But yeah, the movie's fucking fantastic. Easily, as far as we've talked about it before, but like the balance between the Bruce Wayne stuff and the Batman stuff is perfection. It's super, super well balanced. One of the criticisms I have is the suit. That's just through the entire trilogy, really. I'm not a huge fan of the Dark Knight trilogy suits pretty much at all. But yeah, like you said, fantastic origin story, and one of the best Batman movies, and just it's such a great start to a trilogy. Scarecrow was great though. Scarecrow was so good.
Scarecrow was crazy. Oh dude, I also remember when that guy is like Batman interrogates a guy on like fear toxin. He sees like Batman with like all black and he's all demon like.
Yeah,
that is insane to me. That was crazy.
And again, 2005.
Yeah, 2005, dude.
Crazy, man.
And like, also like when I was watching the behind the scenes of the making of Batman Begins, out of this fucking world for that time, dude. It's just like there's such a heavy emphasis on how much we say on how this movie is ahead of its time, because like it really is, with the stunt work, just overall the stunt work and like the visuals of the movie is just incredible. Oh, but continue on with what you're saying.
No, I was done.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, it's your turn. Because mine was also turn. Batman Begins.
Yeah. Okay, so mine's the Batman The Long Halloween. That movie is fucking hard, bro. That shit's awesome to me. It's very, very action packed, and it's like one of the more like suspenseful like movies to me when it comes to Batman, because like, you know, like you don't really know what's going on. You're trying to figure out what's happening in terms of like, you know, the characters. I really like how the Joker was done in like both movies. He was just so fucking funny, dude.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker, I mean Goat Baker.
Yeah, Jensen Ackles is Batman. Finally,
Jensen Ackles as Batman is crazy, and overall, like, you also want to know who was a highlight of a Long Halloween for me?
Catwoman,
Calendar Man.
Oh yeah,
Calendar Man. That was like really, really cool to see him. But overall, yeah, like I also like loved how the Rogues Gallery, Batman's Rogues Gallery is displayed in this movie, or in both movies, because like while they're cartoony in a way, they still give off like a really like evil presence to Batman, and overall, like, you know, Gotham. But wait, what else am I forgetting about what else am I forgetting?
Two-Face,
yeah, Two-Face. Jesus Christ, that shit was awesome. He's awesome in those movies, dude. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't remember entirely anything. Not anything. I'm misremembering some things, and I'm forgetting some things, but I do remember enjoying it because I saw both movies in one night, and I have both the comics. I was reading Long Halloween, and I
still
got
gotta read the comics.
What?
I still got to read it. Long Halloween. I have it. Haven't touched it though.
Yeah, I am. I think I'm I'm like in the middle of Long Halloween, and I have Dark Victory. So, but yeah, I remember really, really enjoying Batman the Long Halloween a lot.
Same. I didn't put it on my list because it'd be a very long list if I literally put every single Batman movie I've ever seen on this shit.
Well, like I mean, anything that was like two parters, I just combined them into like one movie.
No, but I love The Long Halloween. That shit was amazing. But my next one is Batman 89.
Okay, yeah.
Michael Keaton's first outing. Michael Keaton is so good. He's not a great Bruce Wayne, but I couldn't give a shit. It's so fucking, it's so stupid. Like, it's campy, but like, it's still taken seriously, and it's still cool. Like I'm Batman. Like, come on. It's so good. And Jack Nicholson's Joker is just phenomenal. He's I talked about it back in our Tim Burton thingy or whatever, but like, he's more Joker-y than I remember, like as far as his dialogue goes. He was so good, and it just makes me more excited to see him in The Flash, man. There's some of those clips of him in The Flash. I'm gonna lose my mind in the theater. Lose my mind. It's only in like a few weeks too. Crazy. But yeah, it's such a great movie in my opinion. And again, it's one of my favorite bat suits. Before a certain film, it was my favorite Batman suit. I think it's as close to perfection as you can get, as far like at the time, for it being so close to the comics. It's so fucking good. I love this shit.
My next one was also Batman 89.
But why though?
But why?
Yeah, why is it next on your list? Why is it so high?
Why is it so high?
You think it's a good movie or something?
It's alright. I'm just kidding. No, but I really. So before I had watched, Batman 89. You watched Batman 89 first, and you fucking loved it, dude. You were telling me like, dude, you should watch it. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And yeah, it's fucking great. I really love Jack Nicholson's Joker. Also, I love the quote of him saying like, "Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?"
Have you ever danced with the devil with the pale moonlight?
Oh shit! Good quote. Good quote.
You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts. But dude, you want to know what also like I liked about, like, besides Joker, Michael Keaton as Batman. I love the suit. It's so like, it's so like classic and like so like maintained to the roots. Even though I feel bad because he can't move his neck.
It's so silly.
Yeah, but overall, yeah. I also that's also another like another Gotham that I liked.
Yeah,
like that Gotham was actually pretty cool. It
was very good. Also, because the movies, or this movie, inspired Batman the Animated Series heavily.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Of course, with the theme song and like this kind of like steampunkish like dystopian look to Gotham.
Yeah, like modern, but like still like the 20s for some reason.
And you can see it in the third act. With that parade, when Joker's like gonna terrorize. You have the parade, and I have like this, like, this gas going around.
Like Joker bucks flying everywhere.
Yeah, you see like the town in terror, which is like something that I really enjoy, because that's one of the key things of like not only just Gotham but Batman. Like when a town's in terror, Batman has to save it, and that's like really cool. And like also like the Batcave and like overall the gadgets that Batman was using in this was so fucking cool with me. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And the score was just
Danny Elfman was in his bag.
Dude, Danny Elfman, was cooking, dude. He was cooking his shit, bro. But
still the best Batman theme
it's great.
Still the best Batman theme in my opinion.
Oh no, yeah, no doubt. Next one is Affleck's. Just kidding. I don't even remember what fucking Affleck. I don't even know if he has one.
Well, it's Hans Zimmer, right? So it's just blah.
It's fucking dubstep from Maze Spider-Man 2. Nah, but like besides Batman 89, the next one is like the Dark Knight's Batman theme. Dun, 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 dun. Like, dude, that shit's fucking dope.
No.
Fuck off. Sorry.
Oh, but that was your next one too, right? So it's my turn again.
Yeah.
My next one is Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. Was in Torrance honorable mentions because he's fucking sleeping.
Wait. Is this your?
This is my third one.
This your third one? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Mask of the Phantasm. One of the best Batman movies, easily in the Batman the Animated Series continuity. It's usually an issue in most DC continuities, but in this one I think it's done really well. But it's also not a thing where I would want it adapted in every other version. Joker's origin, or not origin, but like he's just a guy in this, not to spoil it, but he's a goon, and then he's the Joker. He's a goon and then he's the Joker. It's good. It's fucking great, man. The whole the Phantasm shit, I don't have a ton to say about this one, to be honest. It's just good shit. It's just like it's like a long version of the best Batman the Animated Series episode. It also gives a lot of humanity to Bruce, which the show in itself did really well with to begin with, but this movie really exceeds in that. So
for sure. My third one is The Dark Knight. Y'all know my thoughts about The Dark Knight. If you don't, I think it's a very, very great movie, but like it ain't like it ain't the best movie ever made, as some people claim it to be. It is a really great movie, but somehow being the most fever dream movie ever, I feel like every time I watch it, it's completely different every single time. And
what do you mean? What?
Like, dude, I feel like since I've watched The Dark Knight, I feel like things are different about that movie. Like, I don't remember like some scenes. I also question of like if this ever like happened in the movie. Like I said, I've seen this movie countless times ever since it came out, but then I watched it recently. And I'm like, was this shot? Like, did I ever see this shot when I watched it before?
Is this an extended cut?
Dude, no, I don't even know. The movie is like 2 hours. How long is it? 2 hours and like 30 minutes?
Oh God! I mean, it's got to be. It's 152 minutes. Do quick math.
I can't. I'm dumb.
It's 2.5 hours.
Yeah. 2 hours and 32 minutes. I still feel like this shit is different every single time. I feel like. Like just something feels different about the movie, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
It gets worse every time.
It doesn't get worse every time, but I just feel like it's kind of like an unreal experience. It just feels like I'm watching something different every single time. Like I don't know, I can't explain it more than that. But overall, like the Dark Knight, it really is, like I say, it really is a great movie. Like it's written really, really well. I know we kind of give a shit of like, it's like, oh man, people just rave about The Dark Knight and how it's just, it's like they claim it's all that, but I mean, it's good. It's good. Of course, you have Heath Ledger, who massively carries the movie as a Joker. Arguably the best Joker to date, other than Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's in a different league. He's godly. Yeah, he was like really, really, really good, and I like was fiending more for Heath Ledger's Joker, even though we got him like most of the movie. I think one of my favorite Joker scenes, besides the hospital one, but when like you see him like without the makeup.
It's still so trippy.
It's trippy as fuck.
It confuses the shit out of me, man.
Exactly,
it's like because it's Heath Ledger.
Yeah, it's Heath Ledger with like with some makeup and prosthetics. But like
when he's the Joker, he's not Heath Ledger. I don't get it.
He's not Heath Ledger. It's fucking crazy.
It's sort of like the power of acting.
Yeah, and I also just focus whenever I see the Joker on screen for The Dark Knight. I'm trying so hard to put my focus onto him to try to see if it's Heath Ledger.
Literally, no, same.
It's different, dude. But like
he's like, "Hello, God. Ladies and gentlemen," and I'm looking at the screen like, where are the cracks in this?
Dude, I'm like, where? well, I'm like, where is it? But even then, when his makeup is so cracked, I can't tell.
It's ridiculous. When it's messy and it's like sort of like it's like wiped off, kind of. It's still it's not. It's I don't understand.
Yeah, especially in the interrogation scene where it's cracked and it's kind of smeared. I can't. I just, dude. The makeup artists, they need like the biggest.
Well, what's wild is it's not even that the makeup isn't even that insane. It's like it's white. It's you know, it's the red stuff, black around the eyes, and it's some green scraggly hair. It's like it's the makeup artist plus Heath Ledger's stupidly good transformative performance, and like the way like the costume design and even his posture, everything. He just disappears into the role like unlike any other actor performance I've ever seen, period.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Besides the Joker, I do love the performance of Christian Bale. I still think the beginning of the beginning of the movie where he's like stopping those guys and he fucking hits dogs.
I'm not wearing hockey pads or whatever.
Yeah. it's like the fat Batman's like, what's the difference between you and me? He's like, just yells it out, I'm not wearing hockey pads. and the hood of the car is just like consumes him.
Yeah, it consumes him. The little thing closes. I just imagine him going, you dumb bitch.
Yeah. As he's fucking driving back to the Batcave, he's like, fucking dumbass, like
stupid copycats wearing hockey pads, ruining my image, my brand,
fucking imposters.
And Alfred's like, you don't have to do the voice anymore. You're not. No one can hear us.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
This is my voice. Bruce Wayne's The Mask.
Mm-hmm. but yeah, like, oh man, but like, I just think, yeah, the beginning's just so good. You know, way like he jumps off like the rail and lands on the fucking car and he dents it in like halfway. That shit's fucking
breaks the car. He's like, shit, my legs.
They're broken.
My knees, Alfred.
they fucking, he yells out, time out. Alfred, he's yelling out in the fucking empty parking garage. Alfred,
sit in the bad plane.
The fucking dudes are looking around him. They're like, oh my god,
Alfred, it hurts.
You see Gordon in the GCPD. You see an outline of him. You see an outline of Batman.
I have an owie.
and then like they fucking cut back and it's like his legs are all fixed, dude. Oh my god. But dude, that shit's funny. But other than that, like the movie, like progressively, it's really really good. Like it's written really well. I love Harvey Dent in this one and his Two-Face development.
Again, we're talking about Batman Begins being ahead of its time. The CG for Two-Face.
Oh yeah, dude, that's incredible. It is remarkable, dude. And like, and also, I love how there was like two events of foreshadowing. Like the foreshadowing was insane for Two-Face in this movie. You know, you see it at the beginning of the courthouse, and you see it somewhere else, and then it finally happens, like when fucking Rachel gets blown to smithereens. But you also want to know what my favorite part about the Dark Knight trilogy is?
It's the
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, the Tumbler.
The Tumbler is fucking incredible. It's like my favorite Batmobile, like ever. Especially when he's driving, like, and like kind of like this, like the underpassage, and the music's playing, and it's just, oh my god, so fucking good. But yeah, The Dark Knight is incredible. It's amazing, but it ain't the best of all time. I will still continue to trollingly joke like jokingly yet sort of shit on it every single chance I get.
Yeah, my next one is also The Dark Knight. It's I mean, like you said, we talked about it. It's a fantastic film, and the way I do talk about it, I always say it's overrated, and I stand by that. But not because it's not a good movie. It's just people act like it's the second coming of Christ. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, pretty much everything we just said. Just phenomenal movie. Heath Ledger. So good.
Man, rest in peace, Heath Ledger, dude. Yeah. Crazy. Man went through above and beyond for that Joker role, and he nailed it, dude. He fucking nailed it.
I assume we have the same number one.
Yeah, we do have the same number one, but my number two is the Lego Batman movie. Look,
seriously?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Dude,
I knew it was a hot take. I'll back off.
I fucking with it. It's so fun. It's a very fun movie. And before the Batman movie came out, and like I said, before the Batman movie came out, and regardless of like the Dark Knight, it is like one of my favorite adaptations of Batman. It does it in a very like comedic yet serious way whenever it can. Where I'm stuttering, can't speak. Going into like the depths of like his character and like in a very comedic way. It's so like funny. It is so real. But like I had a blast with that movie. It's fun, and like it's definitely one of my favorite adaptations of Batman, for sure. And I told you you're gonna be surprised with one of them on my list.
Oh, was that the one?
Yeah, that was the one. That was the Lego Batman movie.
I am surprised. Was not expecting. It's like I get it.
I saw it in theaters
because everyone loves that movie except me. I don't.
Dude, it's just a fun movie.
I've seen it twice because the first time I was like, I didn't really like this, and the second time I was like, everyone loves this. Let me see it again. Maybe I'm just stupid and I didn't like it again.
I saw it once in theaters, and that was it. I don't remember too much of it. I know it's on HBO Max and I can watch it. Or actually, it's called Max now. There's no HBO.
I'm still calling that shit HBO Max. I couldn't give a fuck.
You said what? I
couldn't give a fuck. I'm still calling it HBO Max.
Yeah, I'm still calling it HBO Max too, but still. But yeah, dude, the Lego Batman movie, it's so funny. It's a really, really like fun movie. It's like one of my, like in terms of like DC animated movies, it's like probably top 5.
Yeah, like Will Arnett's fantastic.
Will Arnett is fantastic.
He's great.
There was one scene where Batman's in a robe, and like he's just chilling like on his chair, and like Alfred comes in. He's like being like all emo about it. I forgot what he says, but it's so funny to me.
It's one of the best parts.
We all know what number one is.
Yeah, of course, number one, the Batman.
Batman Forever. I'm just kidding. No. Nah, yeah, the Batman. Yes.
Let me tell you, when I was making the list, I was conflicted what to put number one because, and I still sort of stand by it. I think the Batman and the Dark Knight are on par. The only reason I put the Batman higher is because of pure just I enjoy it more. So therefore it's higher. But like I think they're on par. I do think the script and the storytelling is better in the Dark Knight, but the Gotham, this is the best Gotham to date. Yeah, period. The Gotham, literally everything else is, I think, surpasses the Dark Knight. So it's like it's a toss up for me. But yeah, ultimately, I do still enjoy this more. Before this movie came out, Batman '89 was my favorite Batsuit, but now it's this one. So fucking good. I love it so much. It's for me like only having seen it once, it is definitely my favorite Batman. Considering all the fact that like I know Batman Nolan did it with Batman Year One,
but it is also a great amalgamation of Batman Year One,
The Long Halloween,
Batman Ego. Like, Matt Reeves fucking cooked so fucking hard in this one. Like, yeah, like the Gotham is like fucking incredible. Like, visually, it is like one of the best Batman movies. Overall, like, I love the writing of Batman in this one, like how he interacts with GCPD and Gordon, and overall, like, his adversaries, and like his the Penguin, Catwoman. But I honestly, like, I can't even get over like how good it was, and how good it was to feel seeing it in theaters in a fucking packed crowd, bro. I think I saw it in IMAX. I did see it in IMAX, I believe. Holy shit, dude.
Damn, I didn't see it in IMAX. That's not fair.
You saw it in IMAX?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I remember I saw it, my anxiety was through the roof.
Yeah, I saw it.
I took a CBD thing, and I think it fucked me up.
Oh, dude, no.
My heart rate, my watch was like, hey, your heart rate's abnormal. I was like, oh, no.
You know what's crazy about me getting those tickets? I got the last seats in a theater for IMAX.
God damn.
I think it was the best $60 I've ever fucking spent, dude. Or it's probably more than that. I have no idea. But and also I think that's like the Batman is it. The score is something that I replay. Like,
score is fantastic. I think this score specifically really demonstrates Michael Giacchino's range, because it's not just the entire time. There's a lot of really light, pretty, beautiful music in this in the score, and there's also really creepy, eerie ones. Like it really does a great job, and it was fucking snubbed at the Oscars.
Yeah, dude. I know I don't know if I called it I think I'm gonna have to retract my statement. I don't know if I called it the best intro, but yeah, the Batman's intro is the best we've seen so far of Batman. The monologue is incredible, especially on how, like, like, not only are you getting him explaining his like backstory a little bit, how it was like, he's in year 2, but you're getting the more into the aspect of how shitty Gotham looks and how it's like becoming because of the crime rate. And I also just love how it was filmed in Australia, and I'm like, damn, dude, like, Australia just looks like this shit exists, dude. This shit's kind of crazy, because it still has like this very like like steampunkish.
It was filmed in Scotland.
Like, it was filmed in Scotland.
Yeah.
It was filmed in Australia.
Maybe bits of it were, but as far as like the Gotham shit, it's Scotland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might have to go to Scotland now. Laddie.
Oh,
can't
no.
even say it.
Oh no.
Can't even say it.
Donkey.
But yeah. Donkey. But yeah, dude, like, and part of me really wants to like rewatch it, but it's like, damn. I mean,
it's still wild to me. I've only seen it once.
Yeah, and it's still wild to me how I still remember it like it was yesterday. But yeah, dude. Also, like, dude. Oh, not just, of course, I talked about the score, the visuals, this one, yeah, but the sound design.
Oh,
holy shit!
But yeah, you getting you start on the cinematography. Oh my god!
Yeah, the cinematography. Oh my god, bro!
Again, snubbed at the Oscars.
It did get some of the Oscars, and I loved how we were getting behind the scenes, like, as the movie like was released, and like even after, the volume use in this film.
Yeah, other than
Crazy.
The Mandalorian, the best use of
Crazy.
the volume, because it's Greg Fraser who's essentially pioneered the volume.
Mm-hmm.
So bro knows what he's doing. Unlike Peyton Reed. So
Peyton Reed.
Or the people who worked on fucking Obi-Wan. Love that show. but
I can't. I just, like I said, I just can't, I really can't get over.
The Riddler was ass. Riddler sucked.
You don't like the Riddler?
No, I'm kidding. He was cool. Again, like it was definitely meant to be funny, but the whole like, hey guys, welcome to my incel stream.
Stream was so crazy, but
it's like it's really funny, but it's also like scarily real.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking stupid, but so good.
Yeah, I really loved how the Riddler was a fucking dude, he's a fucking like mod, and then he had a fucking cult. Yeah, bro, the kid from Prisoners grew up. Oh, dude, also like the jail scene.
The jail scene. Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, that scene. Like, fucking Batman called him a loser, and he's like, no.
This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
Yeah. Dude, no, yeah, that was funny.
The relationship between Batman and Gordon in this is easily the best we've seen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They were fucking great.
Like, yeah, because like like it's very like it's very sympathetic, because like Gordon's like, hey, like I know you're not entirely the bad guy, but you can't be fucking up my officers like this, so I'm gonna have to let you. I'm gonna let you escape,
but tread lightly.
Yeah, tread lightly.
But there was also the it's so. It takes itself so seriously, yet there's moments in it that are like legitimately funny, like when they're trying to find Riddler in the first place, and then the clue was about a thumb drive and it was attached to a thumb, and Batman just slowly holds it up and he's like, thumb drive.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Oh, dude, that was really nice.
Colin Farrell is Penguin again. Like the makeup on
the
that
makeup
shit
was crazy.
Stupid,
dude.
Unrecognizable.
Oh, I can't wait for his show. It's gonna be so peak. But also, you want to know who I wanted to see more?
Falcone.
Alfred.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Bro got blown up to smithereens.
Yeah, he was one of the things that I was hesitant on, because I love Andy Serkis, but I was like, Alfred? But no, he was fucking great.
Yeah, but like, of course, he did well with what he had, and then he got a bomb to his face.
Robert Pattinson proving everyone wrong.
Robert Pattinson with the Heath Ledger treatment, crazy.
Yeah,
I would never forget how they switched up on him. Remember, you know me, I like Twilight.
I'll never forget how they're just now switching up on Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, and I ain't
it's
gonna get into
wild,
that.
Man.
That made me upset right now.
I don't get it.
I can't get upset right now.
But yeah, the Batman's fucking incredible. Best Batman movie. And
I can't wait to see more of his Bruce Wayne.
Right? Yeah, because that's the biggest, or not, maybe not the biggest, but one of the biggest criticisms of the film.
Yeah, so like, well, of course, like it's, which of course, like, yeah, it's a criticism that I understand, but I'm not tripping about it, because like it's mainly a Batman film.
Yeah, and it's year 2. He hasn't developed that sort of persona yet.
Yeah,
and Matt Reeves said they did it purposely. It's not like they just forgot about it.
So crazy how the film takes place in 2019.
Oh yeah,
2019, dude. That's crazy.
I hate that.
And I also hate how we were supposed to get it a year earlier.
Pain. But I think my least favorite part is the whole flooding thing came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I can understand that.
A lot of people were mad that like Batman just like didn't know what he was doing, and it's like, yeah, this is his first time doing this.
Yeah, bro. It's almost like it's year 2. Like, Jesus, he's the world's greatest detective. He tells you that it's the second year doing Batman.
Second year, he's not the world's greatest detective yet.
Yeah.
If there was like a line where it's like, I thought you were the world's greatest detective, then it's like, okay.
Oh, dude. Also, one of my favorite parts of the movie were like, fucking Robert Pattinson feeds a guy a goddamn 2-piece.
What?
Like, No, because I remember he fucking like just like knocks a guy out in like 2 punches when he's like in the club.
Oh yes, yeah, that club.
Fucking,
Have you seen the behind the scenes like fights when they're like trying to like coordinate it?
I think I saw one video.
It's like exact, like when they're like rehearsing or whatever. I was like, God damn, it's like exactly what you see in the movie. It's fucking great. But I guess one of the other criticisms is that Bruce Wayne's just kind of Batman. Like he goes up to those 2 guys to get into the club. He's like, you know who I am. He's like, it's Batman. And then he's Bruce Wayne. He's like, you know who I am.
Yeah, I understand.
It's like, yeah, I get it, but I don't care. I don't really care.
I never forget the one of the hardest lines. He was like, he's like, of course, you know, he is like, you know who I am, or whatever. And then the guy's like, oh yeah, you should leave before you like you get blood or something.
You or me?
Like, mine or yours? Yeah, mine or yours.
Yeah.
The fucking guy in the officer in GCPD. He's like, I got you on camera assaulting 2 police officers. And he's like, how about 3 or something like that? That shit's crazy.
That guy pissed like everyone off. And he's in our flag means death. Everyone just knows him as that guy. I feel bad for him. His voice is distinct though, so
yeah.
But yeah, that's
I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, that's our Batman ranking. I think mine was the best one, obviously. Yeah,
it was.
But yeah, did you watch anything this week?
Did I? I don't.
Evil Dead Rise.
I did watch Evil Dead Rise. When was that? I don't remember.
And you hated it.
No, I loved it. It's like a love letter to Evil Dead. Let me see something. When did I watch Evil Dead Rise? I watched it on the 22nd. So that was Monday. Yeah, so like, yeah, I loved Evil Dead Rise. It was really, really good. It has a lot of gory scenes. It's pretty much like just like a really good like love letter.
Best title card of all time.
Dude, the title card's fucking crazy. That shit is incredible. There's also like a death in there that like I absolutely loved. I wish the person who died a more brutal death. But I understand it's how you move the story forward, whatever. But
yeah, too bad I'll never watch it. But I finally fucking finished my Wes Anderson. I decided it's not even really a binge anymore because it took me a long ass time. But I finally finished watching every Wes Anderson movie. Until Asteroid City comes out. Which comes out like 2 days after Across the Spider-Verse, so I guess I'm going back to the theater real soon. But yeah, I saw Rushmore, which is the last one I need to watch, which was his second film. It's fucking great. It's so good. Like it's to sort of like give people like the premise. It's this kid played by Jason Schwartzman at this school called Rushmore, and he basically falls in love with a teacher, and it's like it somehow avoids it being like real creepy and weird. It is a little creepy because at the end of the day it's a kid going after an adult, but like the adult's pretty clear, like get the fuck away from it. It's like but the Jason Schwartzman character is very smart and charming, and he's almost like you at a point you sort of forget he's a kid, and then a certain thing happens in the movie and it's like, oh right, this kid's 15. it's like right. But it gets really, really complicated because he also has a friend who's also an adult at the school, and then they sort of get into like a war. It's a great film. And then I've ranked all the Wes Anderson movies, and it's probably my third favorite Wes Anderson movie, to be honest. Top 3. The only ones above it are Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is a no-brainer, and Grand Budapest Hotel. So really, 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 really great film. So yeah, I'm super excited for Asteroid City. It looks great. It's like Wes Anderson's first real sci-fi movie. I also watched the Flash finale, and it was a finale. It was
something.
It was a Flash episode.
I don't know. I saw it on TikTok. I saw like the end, and like who are those characters at the end or something?
I do not know. I assume they're comic references, but they have there's no connection to the story. I think it's just like, hey, the speedsters live on.
Dude, stupid as hell.
Do you give a shit about spoilers?
No, I don't.
I didn't think so. The disrespect to the fucking villains, bro. Like I
did see something about that.
I was so excited to see Zoom back because it's fucking Zoom, and it's like they brought Tony Todd back for one line, but it's like it's like I don't even know if they actually brought him back or they just reused an unused line from season 2. I don't know what they did, but like the suit looks worse. Like it's the same.
Yeah,
but it's
like I did see like a part they like cut to his like face, and it looks like horrible CG or something.
I don't think it's CG. I think it's just the lighting makes it look terrible because he's usually like in darkness and like it's framed better because the early seasons of the Flash were filmed better and everything about it was better. So I think it was just that, but still just weird. Tom Cavanaugh back as Reverse Flash, which I love Tom Cavanaugh, but I think he's just kind of forgotten how to play this fucking character. He's fine.
The suit is fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's like
the new suit is god awful.
It's clearly they're trying to do the Flash suit, which is fucking peak. But it doesn't fit him. Really, the old suit didn't really fit him either. To be honest,
the old suit just looks better. But of course, like the cowl was like. It was kind of like
it just doesn't work on his face.
Yeah, it's very like loose, but like of course like I just think that like when it comes to the overall costume, Matt Lester looks the best with it on.
Yeah.
With the cowl, but like with Tom Cavanaugh, Tom Cavanaugh is pretty skinny, but like when he wears a Reverse Flash costume, he looks fucking buff as shit. So it's kind of like damn.
Yeah, it's weird, but Savitar's there. And obviously Cobalt Blue, who carried not the entire season because he wasn't there the entire season, but the final 4-episode arc carried it. Literally the only interesting thing about any of those episodes was him. But yeah, the disrespect to the villains, they all get defeated ridiculously easily. I forgot about Godspeed because he's fucking forgettable. But like Cecile beats Godspeed like it's nothing. Because in this season of The Flash, Cecile, who was already like a get out of jail free card, because it felt like she could do anything, like she could already like read minds and like feel feelings, and now she has telekinesis and shit, and she
can't she like fly or some shit?
She can fly now. I swear to God, she couldn't fly before, and in the finale she could fly. I don't know. Maybe I missed something because I do skip around. I don't know. She could fly. And Keone fucking. Daniel Panabaker's character is literally, she can do anything. If the writers are like, maybe if we just do this, we don't have a character for that. Keone can do it now. It's literally that. Like it's so fucking stupid. And Chilbane's trash. Anyway, Cecile beats Godspeed like it's nothing. The police beat Zoom. To be honest, I don't even remember how, but it was some stupid shit. Reverse Flash. How does Reverse Flash get beaten? I don't even remember. Allegra and Discount Cisco, they beat him somehow, or not somehow. Allegra like does this like big like fucking blast, and somehow that knocks him out or some shit. I don't fucking know. And then Savitar, Nora, he tries to kill Nora the same way he tried to kill Iris, but she like does a little like phase thing and breaks off the stabby bit and then stabs him in the back and he dies. It's so bad, man. It was bad. And then like Cobalt Blue absorbs all their speed, and then Barry in the Flash fashion, he's like, we don't have to fight. I'm not going to fight you. So like, okay, cool. Now we don't have to have a fucking fight. And he like talks him down because if he overloads on speed, he's going to fucking explode or whatever, because that's how he kills everyone. And then it ends. Oh, Joe proposes to Cecile, which I thought happened already, but I guess not.
I took him like fucking 4 seasons to do that. Crazy.
It's just
actually
like
5.
Whatever, man. Oh, and then Wells comes back because I guess he's a time traveler. I feel like vaguely remember that, but I don't know. It's not.
And it isn't. It sounds. It's very disappointing.
Yeah, but then like you said, like Barry like shoots a lightning bolt up in the air, like chooses like different people to become speedsters, presumably.
Oh my god, it's fucking stupid.
It's stupid because I thought he was gonna shoot a lightning bolt in the air, and I was like, oh, it's gonna like go through time and space, and it's gonna like choose him back in the past. That's what I thought was gonna happen, and what would have made perfect fucking sense, and would have been fitting for a fucking finale to make it full circle. But nah, let's do some dumb shit. It's such a big disappointment, man. Like you had the opportunity. It was like 13 episodes too, so like I don't know where the fuck the budget went. Clearly not in the writing or CG. I don't know.
I don't understand, dude. Like,
thank God it's over.
You want to know what's crazy?
What?
Eric Wallace said that like he was gonna do like a crossover with the Flash.
Yeah.
For season 10. It was gonna be like Superman and Lois, Titans, and like
Stargirl.
Dude, yeah,
like all that shit.
And everyone was like,
dodged a bullet.
Everyone's like, thank God that it's over because I don't want Eric Wallace touching Superman and Lois.
But I forgot who it was. Someone involved with Superman and Lois said the possibility is there now that Grant could maybe cameo as the Flash because it's a different Earth. So it could be, they could even give him a different suit, whatever. They probably wouldn't, but like it's a different Earth. And also because he's done with it now, his schedule is freed up and it would be a lot easier to maneuver with that. So that, I mean, it's possible.
Or what they could do is give Grant Gustin $70 million so he can become the new DCU Flash and have him for another 30 years.
As much as I would really like that, I don't think he wants to do it.
No, I'll have to convince him somehow.
Nah, I believe you can. You can do it.
I'll be like, bro, like we need you, bro. Like I know the CW did you dirty, but James Gunn wouldn't.
True.
James, like, and like instead of like, you know, I'm gonna create the Gunverse, and I'm gonna have like a cult of Gunn fans.
Like imagine Grant's Flash, but like with Superman and Lois special effects and like cinematography and.
That would just be like a dream come true.
Literally, fuck, man, such a fucking. I'm gonna move on. I watched the Superman 2 Richard Donner cut for the first time. I've seen the original Superman 2, the theatrical cut, and like it's good, but I didn't realize how much better the Richard Donner version would be. And I watched the behind the scenes of it too. It's really fucking funny because Richard Donner is like still so mad about it. He's like, yeah. And then they gave it to another director, which I don't remember the name of on purpose. And I was like, Jesus, man. But it was really fucking good. The beginning scene was fucking great, which I'm sure you've seen clips of. It's like Lois trying to like figure out he's Superman and she jumps out a fucking window. And Superman Clark just gaslights the shit out of her. It's so fucking funny. But at the end of the theatrical cut, he like captures Zod and his crew by like taking off like his emblem, his Superman logo, and like trapping them, which makes no sense because he couldn't do that before. And then he erases because Lois does find out he's Superman. And then he erases her memory with a magic kiss. He kisses her and she loses her memory. It makes no sense. Like it's fine, like structurally, like, and the plot is like on its own, like the movie's fine, the theatrical cut, but Richard Donner's version, better opening. At the end, he kills the Zod crew, or maybe he doesn't. He kicks them like into like some pit at the Fortress of Solitude, and instead of kissing Lois Lane, he does the thing where he reverses time by going around the world a bunch of times, and it's like it does the same thing because it's meant to be like he had it all with Lois, but it's just safer for her to not know. And so even though he remembers and shit, like what could be, like it also because it ties into Superman Returns better, because obviously Lois is like married in that and shit, because Superman 3 and Superman 4 aren't canon in that timeline. But anyway, he goes around the world a bunch of times and reverses time, and then she doesn't remember. But yeah, it's way better, and I would give it a watch. Unfortunately, it's not on HBO Max. I don't know why, but luckily I got the Superman box set, which came with it, so it's great. But yeah, I also the last thing I watched was Spirited Away. I think it's like 11th on the top films of all time on Letterboxd. Studio Ghibli, obviously very popular or whatever. So it's like, okay, I'll watch it. I still didn't really have a ton of expectations, because I don't know what the movie was about. I just know it's supposed to be really fucking good, and it was okay. it was all right. It's like, I feel bad because everyone fucking loves it. I don't know if it just didn't click with me, or I missed something, or I just didn't understand something, but I just left with so many fucking questions. And it's just like I get it. I get what it's supposed to be like narratively. I don't know, man. I don't know, like like dust mites are alive and shit. The bunch of creatures are alive. There's this one dude who's like the Boiler Man or whatever, and he says that the main character is like his granddaughter, but that's never fucking explained. I don't know. It's all confusing, and it was just whatever. It was fine. I feel bad.
Do you want to cry really badly?
Yes.
If you should watch Grave of the Fireflies.
No.
Pretty fucking depressing.
Is it animated?
It is animated.
That's just for kids. Hell no.
It's a Studio Ghibli movie.
I don't know. We'll see.
Chicken.
But yeah, that's all I watched. So is that the show?
That is the show. All
right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the Avengers podcast. If you want to follow us, we're at Avengenerds on Twitter. That's AVENGE Nerds, all one word. If you want to follow either one of us, you can reach me at @zenith_ on Twitter. Where can they reach you?
At Touring Guy on Instagram.
Awesome. We also have a Discord if you'd like to join the conversation there. Those will be linked in the show notes. You can also check out our link tree for any additional links you may be interested in. You can also review the show in-app on Apple Podcasts. If you could leave 5 stars in a review, it would really help us out. Thanks again for listening to the Adventures Podcast. We'll see you next week with Across the Spider-Verse.
Later.